What's up, Space Cadets?
This is the
Next Gen Revolution Podcast.
And welcome to the motherfucking future.
That was Brooke said. Next Gen Revolution!
Boys.
Alright, so yeah, what's up?
Boys. How we doing, bro?
We're doing
Alright,
good.
Astro Bros.
This is the original OG crew.
This
Yeah, man.
actually is where it all began.
Exactly.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. How are we doing today? I'm
dude.
coming to Jacksonville tomorrow.
Oh, no shit, really?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Oh, shoot.
My sister's graduation, my mom's birthday, just wanted to visit, and my friend's wedding. So yeah, I'll be here till June 15th. I'll be in Jackson till June 15th.
June 15th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a while, bro.
Yeah.
It's like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You're chilling. Nice.
Just chilling in Jacks, yeah.
What do you not have to work back in LA?
They gave me a month off.
Okay.
All right.
I love the
Yeah,
first
that's
when
pretty
you
sick.
came back to Jacksonville, and then you're like, I think you like, did you actually ask one of the managers if you could work a couple shifts?
Yeah, I pretty much was like, yeah, I can only really work until like May 9th, and then after that, I'm gonna have to leave to Jacksonville. They're like, all right, we'll just do it as a leave, and yeah, have fun. I was like, cool, thank you, I
They
appreciate
don't
it.
care. They're like, whatever.
They don't
We're
give a
good.
fuck. They like, we rather keep you than like make you quit and whatever.
Yeah.
I was
mean,
like,
think
cool.
about it, like the resources of having to train somebody new, especially
Yeah.
if they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they lost like 60 or 70 people because of COVID.
Yeah.
People just quit.
Yeah.
It's not like they died, but you just mean they just like, you know.
Yeah, they
Let
just quit. They were just like screw serving, screw.
No, that's what I
Oh.
was talking to John, the bartender at Palma Breeze. I was talking to him about that. I was like, man, it must have sucked. Like, it must have been so slow here, like during COVID and all that. And he's like, it was actually the opposite, bro. It was like
dude.
absolute hell. Like, they were understaffed. I was working,
there.
he was working the bar and like serving tables like all day long, making like hundreds a day. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's kind of like a server's dream, you know what I mean?
true. Yeah.
I mean,
Some
he
people
said he
made
almost
money, but
quit
it was
too.
like hell.
but-
Yeah.
He's like, I was
I
right
don't
on the verge of quitting, but I'm just moving to South Carolina now. My girlfriend got a good job, so I'm gonna go hang out with my boys. I got some boys up there. I was like, all right, you do that, bro.
Hey, I mean, if that's your life,
Yeah,
Do it.
bro.
there's no rule book. There's no.
There is no rule book, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Do whatever you want.
The only real book is the book you make.
Oh, I guess that's not the right word. There's no like reward for doing life a certain way at the end. There could be rule books for how you want to live
Yeah.
your life.
You can
But-
get rewards for doing certain things, but like they're subjective rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
For
and
some people.
as ironic as the Linkin Park song in the end, it doesn't even matter. It's kind of true.
Yes.
I love it, bro. It doesn't even
Oh,
matter.
it broke up for a second.
Like I think me and Mason were talking about.
It doesn't even matter.
Bro, that song's
Yeah.
fire.
Mason were talking about like the meaning of life, right? And we're like, it's
Hey, what's the
it's
meaning of
whatever
life?
whatever you want it to be. Like it's. Like you
Oh,
can-
I'm gonna get that tattooed on me, bro. I'm gonna have it say create meaning, because
And that's it.
that quote's literally like, yeah, some guy was asked, "What's the meaning of life?" and he goes, "Life doesn't have meaning. It's the opportunity to create meaning." And I was like,
Yeah.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Because people
Which
always
is
like
better.
searching for like the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do, and it's
Constantly. And even when they're doing the right thing, if somebody
Like
else tells them
everything-
it's the wrong thing, they'll
Everything's
change it up.
subjective.
And what a wasted circle of energy. You're just running in circles. You know what I mean? Like, you're putting so much energy into trying to do the right thing or deliberately do the wrong thing if you're an evil dude. And it's like, it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Just do what you want to do. I mean, I guess there's limits to that, though. There's limit. Like, you can't just go around and like stab a bunch of people. Like, that's not cool.
Well, yeah,
Even
it's-
if you really think it's fun. It's like, that's so fun, but
Unless
why are
you're
you
stabbing
killing
them
my
with, like,
vibe?
Like
Writing
protein.
wrong isn't a thing.
give them some protein. Take it.
What
But
are you
we
doing?
honestly just like we label what's right and wrong based on emotion, though. We're like, does this feel right? Does this feel wrong?
That's true, because you can feel bad for like a dictator for that moment, and he'd be like, "Let's save him," but then it's
Yeah, that's true.
like, should we? It's a pretty bad dude. Maybe it'd be better if we kill him or imprison him or something. Nah, I don't
See,
know.
like, where's the morals in that? Like, how do you like morally kill someone? It's so weird.
Yeah,
It
Like,
is
if
weird.
someone's like
I
super
never
evil,
actually like said it in a way where I was like, I actually want him to die.
yeah.
I guess because we played so much Call of Duty, it's like kill him. It's like, oh yeah, he's just dying in the virtual sense.
But we, in the virtual sense, it's okay. We can just kill as many people as possible. That's like,
Because it's not real.
but why in a non-real world do we just want to massacre people for fun?
It's true.
Because we're destructive.
Because we're violent.
Like we honestly are, like inherently, I think.
Like, if we had multiple lives, like people would be like popping off.
We would,
You know?
You would.
Like, if you could respawn,
It's
like
GTA
it would be
then.
chaos, bro.
Yeah,
It'd be
a lot of
GTA
the
Online. People
changes-
just getting rocket launchers and killing everyone. Just for
Yeah.
fun.
It'd be so OP, dude.
I mean, why not? If you could do whatever, no consequences, kill.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that would change everything. Can you imagine
that
like
would change everything,
you
man.
knew?
So how do you stay true to yourself in that type of world?
Is there even a self, dude? I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Why am I
this
able
is
to just
definitely a
reset?
simulation.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine like you die, you're like most terrifying death, like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die, and then you're just like, I don't know, reset. You're
You
sitting on
wake
a
up like
park-
chilling. You're
So the moment your heart stops, though, that's when you respawn, right? So you're going through the
Where'd you
whole
respawn,
torture.
though?
You're going through that whole torture until your heart stops.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fucked.
and then you remember all of it.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
remember all the pain too.
dude, and then you're just a different person. Like it's a whole new life, and you have to figure
Could
it
you
out.
imagine?
Oh, really? Oh,
I fucking like that life.
No, that'd be too much. Yeah, I'd rather it be the same life and me just be like, all right, I'm not doing that again.
I feel like that'd be really, really like creepy though, like or freaky. Freaky is a better word. It's like you would
Like,
kill.
it's a
Let's say you
sumo
killed someone and then like you just saw them walking the next day. It would take some getting used to.
First of all,
You're like, I just
why did
killed
you kill
them
that person?
yesterday.
It's like, oh shit, he's alive.
It's like an endless war between you and that person. Like if I saw a guy in the
Just
street
your
that-
nemesis.
that killed me like 3 weeks before, and I was like, bro,
The
You
bad
son of
part
a
is like the bad part is people can find pleasure in like watching you die. So like they can not let you die fully and just like torture. That's like
that's even
that's some other
worse.
shit.
Yeah, that's some dark
That's
shit.
what people would start doing to be like cynical. It'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, you killed someone or whatever, like we all kill people, but then no, like I keep him alive, and like I don't let him die. I'm like,
You're a disgusting human
you're a
being.
psychopath,
Yeah.
dude. The people
How
in
did
this
we
world,
get here?
man.
How do we get
I guess
here?
it's a good movie idea.
Yeah, honestly,
That
kinda
actually would
worked
be a
out.
good movie.
Yeah.
Tell Mike about that.
Yeah, Mike, we'll tell you about this idea later. Oh, you can't even hear me.
Yeah, that'd be cool though. Like like a whole world where like people knew it was just a game, and like, oh dude,
People knew
that would
life
just
was a game. That'd be interesting.
like people already view it as a game, but like
Yeah.
we-
Like actual game where you can make so many choices and it doesn't really matter. Like you die, okay, I'll restart.
yeah,
That'd be cool if you can do
There'll
that for
probably
like
still be people who just like chill and just smoke weed because that's like what they choose to live their life,
yeah.
and they know that there's no consequences.
Oh, that'd
They
be
would
the
smoke everywhere. People would be smoking on the plane. People would be smoking. Nobody would give a fuck.
Nah, nobody would care about anything. They really wouldn't.
There would be no order.
Yeah,
Or would there?
Imagine
I don't know,
the
but like your rewards are real. Like you have like tangible, real rewards.
What are the rewards?
Like just like in normal life, like you get like if you work hard, you get a Lamborghini. If you work hard, you know you get whatever you want. But the thing is like, you know, it's just knowing that it's a game and like it doesn't matter in the end.
What if like instead of money, you got paid in like time to live again? Like
Oh,
it's
like that one
time
movie with,
added to your next life. Similar to the In Time movie with Justin
I was gonna
Timberlake.
say that movie's
Yeah.
already made.
Yeah, but like instead of time to your current life, it's at time to your next life. So if you don't do anything in the life you're living,
Yeah,
you don't get to
that's
live
fine.
again very long.
What if
I mean?
you start out as a shitty person and then you progress to like the person you want to be. But
But
instead
then,
of it
like,
being like you grow, it's like you just turn into the person. Like after you beat the level, you level up and you turn into the person with like a 6-pack and got all the money. Like I leveled up, I evolved.
Just
that's when you say like you get instead of money, it's time. There's like dirty money, so that means there could also be like dirty time. So like people, steal time somehow.
hmm Or they just like
Time,
cheat the
like negative
system.
time.
Oh, in any reality I think about, people are cheating the system and people are rigging it. People are being sly little bitches. Like people are always fucking trying to just like be greedy and get their way over everybody else. Like no matter what reality
It's
I
like
think about real humans.
Yeah. Like it's normal. Like where we are now is not, let's say, the norm. People are always fighting for land, for their food, for their supplies. It's actually
But,
amazing
like,
where we are.
Also,
like-
go
What
ahead.
were you saying?
I was gonna say like the idea of like good and evil. I kind of feel like it is like good and evil is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like having a sinister, like malicious mind, and like wishing harm upon people is like, it's disparate with good.
Mm-hmm.
Like how binaries are inherent in the universe. It's probably good and evil also.
Yeah, it's just hard to define, and I don't think there's not like an overarching definition for each one, but there's like an intuition about each one. Like when something's like not okay.
Yeah.
How do you know though?
That's why I
At
say
one
we
point
kind of
you
like
did
dictate
something
the
bad.
direction.
And you got
Yeah, like-
punished for it. And then one time you did something good and you got rewarded. Some people don't get that. Like, what if there was a world where nobody knew what bad or good was? It was like you killed someone, it's like, oh, someone died today. Like, there
I
was
think
no,
it's
like, oh, you're a
it's
bad
sympathy.
person. Or even, like, helping someone. They're
Like-
like, oh, look, you just gave food to the person. No rewards, no punishment. Just life is.
What would people do then?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would motivate people to do
Because
anything?
a lot of people do good things just for the clout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to
Okay.
post about it, just
Yeah.
to like be able to say that they did it.
Yeah.
Because it feels
And just
good.
get a lot
It
of
feels
views
good to
on
do
it.
good things.
Yeah, it honestly does. And you like kind of build momentum on it too. You're like, man, that felt good. I want to do it again.
Mhm.
And you might inspire someone else to want to do good because, you do something good for them, and then like they feel good about it, and like they feel good receiving, but they also like understand what just happened. They're like, I want to give as well. And
Mhm. It's kind of contagious, yeah.
So when someone kills someone, do they feel the same thing? So, like, the bad? It feels good for them, so they want to do more?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something Valeria really
desensitized.
wants. Sorry, that's something Valeria really wants to like dive into. And that's why she wants to be in criminal justice. Is she wants to like understand like these psychopaths and like a little bit more. I mean, we probably can't fully understand, but like we were watching this show like 2 days ago, and it's kind of actually like super dark. Well, anyway, it's about child killers, and then like they were like 13 and they killed someone, and then they're in prison like all their life basically, and then they show like footage of them like trying to get out of prison because there's a new law that says like juveniles can get out of prison even if they did kill someone, blah blah blah. So you're kind of like following this killer and you're like, oh, this guy's an asshole, like he's crazy, no way. And then like you hear his side and you're kind of like sympathetic, like, well, damn, maybe he like was just a kid and like he really did fuck up, like he wouldn't do that again. But then you're like constantly back and forth of like, okay, well, but he did kill someone, he took someone else's life, he doesn't deserve to live. But then again, it's like, well, does that make us any better than him? I was just sitting there, constant battles in my head, and then we're trying to figure out why the hell this kid even did it in the first place. Like, it's just, I
There's
don't know,
always a
man.
choice to make before you kill the person. So, like,
Yeah.
even at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I empathize with you, but, like, I wouldn't have done the same choice. So, therefore, that's why he has to face the consequence.
Yeah,
He chose, and he fucked up. It
Yeah.
happens. It's like, oops.
it does happen.
But, like, you should know that killing someone is not probably a good idea. Probably not a yeah. You
So
should.
how, you said they were like 13 when they do the murder?
Yeah. I mean, the ones that I watched, he was like 13, 14, and like he lied his way out of it. It was like super conniving, like sociopathic shit. And then now he's in prison for the last like 20 years. And now he's like, I'm a new man. Let me out. And kind
It's possible after 20 years.
It's possible, but then it's like, how do you gauge that? Where's the metric for like you're a good person and I can trust your decisions now?
Maybe
You
never.
know? Yeah, exactly. So it's like, might as well just rot in prison, you asshole. You shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Don't they also like monitor them during prison, like their actions and
They get hide it,
like
though. That's so
take role of like,
Yeah.
what they do?
manipulative they can be.
Especially
Anyone could be
if you were
manipulative.
so young, if you're so young and you went to prison, like as a juvenile, you're gonna get pummeled into the ground probably. So, like by that time, you're probably quiet. You have nothing. Like you're not trying to cause any trouble. You're a good inmate, but like in your head, you're still like, you could still be just as fucked up. I don't know. I guess that's why they have psyche valves and all that.
What's that?
Also, emotion plays into it because someone might think, "Oh, I shouldn't do it," and then in the moment, it's like,
What's a
and then you kill the
psyche valve?
person. Yeah, and then it's like, were you using your brain or were you just running with emotions? And so, like, do we base it off of his logical thinking, or we base it off of he can control? I don't know. It's just like two
Yeah, and
different
then
brains in a way.
There was also like this scientist that was saying that kids' frontal cortex or whatever the brain component is like controls their reasoning and logic decisions in like split moments, and it's not fully developed at all when you're that young. So there's an
They're more
argument there
impulsive.
that like he was just impulsive and like made a bad decision, but I don't know, man. That's such a tough call. How do we even get on this topic, bro? We're like deep into death and fucking killers right now.
It's like, well, no, 'cause it's a fascinating topic. Like, why do they think the way they think?
Yeah.
And could
It's like
we
what's
also
the
like how
morality
it's
of it
also
all?
like how they were raised too. It's like there's millions of kids who are the same age who are also impulsive, but them in particular, they've probably gone through certain things in their life that would make them want to do something like that, like as extreme as that,
Mm-hmm.
compared to like every other average kid around them.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, every story that I've seen, and maybe it's just the stories that I've seen of these people who have killed someone or been in like the situation where they're on death row. It's because they grew up in such a shitty environment, and like
Yeah.
they made terrible friends. They had terrible people around them. They got into terrible situations, and then when it came down to it, it was either like kill someone or your friends kill you or something, like, you know what I mean? Like if you're that
Yeah.
deep. But
aren't
still,
some people able to like come out of that situation and be stronger because of it?
yeah,
Like, people have two
Well, that's
choices: the person come out being a villain, and the person come out being a hero.
it's all about your choice.
Yeah,
But what you
the
explain there,
choice is
that's
the most
like
important.
that's like a kid facing two decisions. Like it's different if it's like a kid who just woke up and was like, I'm gonna do this, rather than like the kid is like faced with a ultimatum or something and has to.
Like a game, it's like choose.
That's like a different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, why do we choose good? I don't know. Every time I play games when I was younger, I always wanted to be the good side,
I'm
even though I know it's
dude, I'm the
real fake.
opposite.
Yeah, no,
Right?
I
It's
don't.
weird,
Cool
right?
guy.
That's so
Shit.
weird.
The bad side is always more fun, though.
That's why I always do it. I'm like, they got like some badass weapons and stuff.
That's true. But I always felt like I had to choose to be good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's your choice. Maybe that's what the podcast should be like, centered around, like choices.
So,
Like-
so are we saying if we lived in a world where like you could always respond, would that mean you would choose the bad choice to be evil
No, bro.
because it's
Not in
more
real-
fun?
Not in real life.
Yeah, but
no.
you could live for nothing really matters. It's more fun.
Okay, like if I died and like one of my life was like, if it was like, all right, listen, this is what I would do. If I had, if I could
He's
live,
thought
right,
about
if
this.
I could live over and over, I would probably live a bunch of like different lives, right? And try a bunch of stuff out, die and be like, oh, fuck it, whatever, I'll try something else. And then eventually, yeah, I'd be like, I'm gonna be a badass, bro. I'm gonna fuck around. And I'd start like robbing banks and like
That seems fun.
going off. I mean, come on. It's like,
Would you
might
choose
as
a
well.
life where you like kill people and stuff?
It depends how like the norm was. Like if it was like normal to like people just gonna kill each
you
other.
cheap. You fucking cheap.
Well, think about it. Think about it, because I'm being for real.
Think
about it.
documenting one day this story of how Ginger Daddy became a psychopath and killed everyone.
All right. But imagine if it's legit a game where like people are just reviving, respawning all the time.
Yeah,
It would be
that definitely
chaos.
change your mentality for sure.
Yeah, people would just be dying left and right. You just kind of be like, yeah, whatever. They respawn. It's not a big deal. Who cares?
Yeah.
But so it's
What
like
if nobody knew you had like only like 10 lives?
that'd be different.
Right?
That'd be
Like people would start like they would mess around, and then one day they're like, he never came back. And you're like, wait a minute, there's a cat. Stop killing yourself, guys.
Yeah, that would be chaos.
Would you jump off a plane without a parachute?
I had a dream I did that. It scared the shit out of me, bro. No, I wouldn't do it. Even if I could revive, I would not want to experience that.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Dude, if you could revive, I would totally do that.
You're crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's fun, man.
Fun.
Yeah, but you feel
Dude,
it, though.
shit your pants, bro.
You would
Feel
feel
it.
the pain for like a split second. Like all your guts will fly out everywhere.
I don't even think you'd feel it. They say like you pass out before you even hit the ground. You'd be so scared. Like
Yeah.
you're going
What if
so
you don't pass
fast,
out?
bro.
What if you do somehow live? Like all your
You'd
bones are
probably get
broken.
pretty hot.
And you're
dude.
just like, fuck. And nobody knows you're out there.
That would suck. Damn.
Damn, it's like
Yeah. So what
eternal
choices would you make? What choices would you make if you could respawn?
hell.
Victor would jump out of a plane because he's a psycho.
I would do all the extreme sports.
Every extreme.
the- Like the one where you know that one area where you just jump off a cliff, have the little suits, the wingsuits.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Like I would
makes
do that,
sense.
no question, no doubt. Like first thing we're doing, let's go. I don't care if I die, if I mess up or fall. We're doing it.
Why don't you do it now? Just do it with this life, bro.
I mean, I will.
I'll do it with you.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I'm
I just need to get
marking.
my license. Like, right, I have to get a skydiving license.
You have to do a bunch of stuff, I think, to get like,
Exactly,
certified to
it's
do
not
that. There's time,
we
bro.
should have more
We got
time,
so
bro.
much time, bro. We got so much time. We could do that in like a year.
You're right.
Like 1 year.
You're right. What am I thinking?
We got this, bro.
I would
No,
want to be
although
about.
I actually
Like,
plan on doing
I'd probably be like some sort of secret agent or something that works with like
Oh yeah.
the FBI or some secret society, and then like go out and like I have like these like fighting abilities and I can like kill people and like
Abilities? Shit, I didn't know we can get
I
abilities.
kill like evil people. You know what I
I
mean?
didn't know he could be a superhero.
Right? I didn't know we had powers.
I would literally probably be a superhero. Like
I'll be a villain, bro. That'll be one of my lives, and we have like
I see, I
a
knew it.
tense battle.
we have an intense battle in the.
You were like up in the skies, all just like punching each other. Like, yeah, oh, get out of here.
So we don't have a life cap.
No,
Correct.
No?
but I'll say, what if you did though, and you didn't know? That would freak people out.
So why do we make choices and live as if?
We're gonna live
Why
forever.
are our choices so different? Just because we have one life? Because we want to like preserve it and make sure nothing happens.
Why do we want to preserve it?
Like why are we so afraid of fucking it up?
Because you only get one.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
people
like-
still fuck it up.
Because we don't know what happens once you do run out of time. And you're like, but even if your life is lame as shit,
Why does it
I
matter?
feel like I still don't want to die though.
Yeah.
I want to live
I
for a
want to
long
die
time.
because I enjoy living, but like
I want to live for like thousands of years. I want to see like humanity on different planets.
Me too.
I want to reach an age where I can just fast forward as fast as I want, and then go as far in the future as I want, and then
Yeah.
just like die after that.
You wouldn't? Oh, damn, no. I would love
No.
to be a
Just not
pilot.
not
A
go
space
back.
pilot?
Oh, that'd be crazy if like we got
I
into,
want
like,
that
Star
time period
Wars
where I'm
era.
just like flying through space, asteroids, going to different planets. That'd be my life if we had that. I thought of it. I was like, shit. What would be bad about that? You just going. You're a lone wolf, traveling to different galaxies.
Dude,
Stop at a pub.
sounds lonely, bro.
Oh,
Sounds like
yeah.
you want to be a little like lonely, depressed pilot.
That'd be sick if
Maybe
it
I
was
do. Maybe
Astro Bros.
for a little bit. Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
fun.
like-
All right, I'll build a
Yeah, like
crew.
our
We'll
own,
go
like,
out and do missions. I'll be like the
space-
Guardians of the Galaxy.
crafts. But like we combine it into like one large spacecraft and like travel the universe.
Doing podcasts.
We should.
Do the podcast, sending messages back to Earth.
That'd be sick. We have like billions of followers now on all these different planets. And
Right.
it, like
Dude, yes.
Buzzsprout, like you can upload it to a
Maybe
certain
we each
planet.
have our own planet.
That would
Your
be-
fans are on Mason planet. Victor's fans are on Victor planet. Mine on KB planet. Oh, why not? Everyone
Mine's
play.
like a bunch of gingers, like just so many
They all
gingers.
just worship you.
So
Like,
many
oh,
things.
hail Ginger Daddy.
This what do you call it? Interbreeding and shit.
And
Oh,
I get off my spaceship and I'm the villain and I'm wearing like
yes.
this fucking creepy ass like big coat with like pointy thing. Why do all villains have like pointy clothes on?
Pointy collars, yeah.
I guess for like the devil. Or... I don't know. Why do they like pointy?
Just to make them look like a bunch of bitches. I don't know.
Bitches.
Nobody likes villains. If you're a villain, fuck you, man. I don't like it.
The softer shapes are more like good and soft and tender and like nice. And then like pointy
What's soft
shit.
and tender?
Nice.
Pointy shit is scary.
Yeah, I like it when the clothes are tender. Nice round clothes.
Round,
He's
soft.
Oh my god.
slimy.
You would, bro. You would get your dick hard over fucking clothes.
Yeah. I
Shout
love
out to Victor's
clothes, man.
clothing line. Vector Clothing.
I fucking
Hit him
love
up.
Vector clothing.
How's that going?
It's kind of slow.
Okay.
I'm like trying to figure out a plan.
Post more. Because I haven't really seen anything about it until you mentioned it. I was like, oh yeah, your clothing line. Everybody check it out right now. What's the website? URL?
VectorClothing.com.
Yeah, go check that out right now.
It's
I
actually
just read
sick.
that was open. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What's your plan for
choices.
that though? You excited?
Yeah. I'm just trying to like make everything as simple as possible, but like still do everything I want to do because like my goal is to take. So I was honestly gonna like try to start like this kind of a furniture kind of venture,
Mhm.
but I was thinking to just start everything through my artwork, like including because I was also like trying to start like an art brand as well, where like it's like quirky like art quotes and designs
Yeah.
that like cater towards artists and creators.
Okay.
But like all of these are like my separate ideas. But I was like, why would I start different brands when I could just like share them all through like my art page? And if
Mhm.
they get like big enough, then I'll separate them, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, do you merge all that together and then like you probably get a good idea on what's hidden and what's not. If like, you know, you're trying to like compare things. Like maybe you realize that the furniture thing is like gets way more hits than anything else. You can branch it off then or start making it different and like yeah. I think it makes sense to like merge it all.
Yeah.
Go crazy and just like look at all the shit I make. And they're all like, dude, this guy's crazy.
Yeah. Because it's like a handful. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. And trying to manage those many different brands is like you try to handle them individually versus being able to do it kind of all together under one umbrella. Like this is like me. This is who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because with the art, it's like I'm already doing like the woodwork, so it's like I'll just release because I want to make like lamps and stuff like these just like cool lamps.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like thinking of just starting the whole like furniture thing. But I was like, why don't we just like release it with the art page? Like, hey, I made these like lamps. If you're into it, I got 3. You know.
Yeah, we're selling them on Amazon.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think showing people how dynamic you are could be really beneficial. Like showing that like you're not just this kind of artist. Like you are this kind of artist and you do that and you do this and like, oh, look at that shit. So that way like when you have like say you post like fucking, this is just my opinion, obviously. You do whatever you want. But like say you had you posted like you said the light fixture, then you posted like this cool ass mirror. And then you posted like this crazy art piece that you did, like the one that's hanging in your room. Like they're gonna be like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. Oh shit.
Then like post like
and then it's something
like a
else.
shirt design or something.
And then people are, at least me, I'd be like, what's next? Like what else is he gonna fucking make? And then you post something else, I'd be interested to see like this guy's like not predictable at all. I don't know what it's gonna be.
But it's gonna be great.
People are interested.
Because they all have like the same vibe. Like they all have like that futuristic, like minimal, with like some like color popping and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like
You don't
they're
always have that.
Yeah,
That's like
they're all,
that's
like,
your that's you. Yeah, like that's your style.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be sick, man. I hope for the best.
Thanks, man.
It's gonna be sick.
You're gonna go big, Victor.
It's all about your choices.
Yeah.
It's all about the
What?
choice.
Decide who you become.
What
It's all
was
about action.
yeah,
Just
it
let
was-
it go, and
Yeah.
then you'll like realize things along the way, and you're like, okay, course correct, and then you like change path based on.
that's a good point. So you think it's more about doing something, even if you don't know really where you're going, you should just do it
Yeah.
versus trying to think about the decision to make.
Yeah. It's
When
also
you're starting
it also
out,
feels
yeah.
dicey though at the same time. Because some people are like, you gotta like choose a path and just go hard for like a long time. But I'm like, you could, but at the same time, it's like what dictates how long you go with that thing is how passionate you are about it and how well it's working.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's a decent business model to like choose something and like go hard, but you have to like also like be real with yourself, like how passionate am I about this, you know?
Yeah.
And
I also feel like that's something to do more when you're older. Like as you get older, like for me right now, I would like to start as many businesses and ventures as possible as I'm interested in, right?
Mhm.
And then when I'm like 30, I'll have already done a lot of things, figured out what I did like, what didn't work, where I fit, and then go hard at whatever it is that like now I've honed in on. But
Yeah.
that's just how I see it, I guess. I mean, it could work out the complete opposite, and like I more enjoy just having several ventures going at once, and that gives me peace. I
yeah.
don't know.
But the
That's
cool
what
thing
I
is
know.
like, yeah, the cool thing is like starting everything from one source. It can give you that fan base, you know, and you know once you do feel like it should be separate, you can like launch it and you can like tease it to that audience. You can be like, hey, so
Exactly.
all the demand, I'm actually going to be starting a company based on the stuff that I make. And if
Mhm.
you're into it, go ahead and like follow it, and like, you know, all
Yeah.
that.
Dude, that's exactly what I'm saying. That'd be it's better to do that because it keeps their interest in one place versus splitting up their interests unless they're like completely different. Like if you were doing fucking like art and then like I don't know.
Skydiving or something.
Yeah, it's like all right,
Scuba diving.
let's not put that in the same spot. Well, I guess even then you could like it's more authentic, right? It's like this guy's like does crazy shit and he does art.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
But
it
let's
just
say if I was selling something, you know, like, so like I consider myself an artist, and then like I come out selling like, I don't know, like
flagpoles.
or tadpoles.
Flagpoles.
Start selling like reptiles.
Condoms.
I'll be like, wait, what?
Starts posting videos. This is Jerry.
This is
He's
Jerry.
going for $30 on Craigslist.
He's very sweet. If you
They swipe to the right, and you're like selling a light fixture, and you're like, "What the fuck is
What's
happening?"
going on?
I'm
Get all
scared.
angles.
What about you, KB? How your choices been, bro?
Yeah, bro.
What you up to?
What my choice has been?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, what you been choosing?
Do you have like
I've been choosing writing.
do you have like a goal or like a plan or a strategy to go about achieving like your goals or
Brutal force. Just do it.
Haha.
I mean, that's really it. Like, I'll think
Yeah.
about how I want my life to go, and then plan it out, like these big visions. And then I'll be like, okay, how can I get there? And I'll be like,
Mhm.
oh, well, if I want to make games one day and do a studio, then maybe I'll work and make games. Okay, so how do I do that? Let me go learn how to program. And then just like kind of go with it.
Yeah.
So like we can get so small. So then maybe I'll be like, this week I'm gonna study this one thing, and it's leading up to this huge thing. And that's really the only way you can really do it. Is break it down.
It's
And
break
it
it
seems to
down,
be
break it
good.
down, and go, like you said.
And just
Like,
go. And
like there
sometimes it's not
can't
even
be
the
any
right
more
path.
thinking after that.
Yeah, but you'll get somewhere. You'll meet someone, and it leads you to where you want to go.
yeah.
Because I would have never thought of doing what I'm doing now, I wouldn't have said like, oh, I'm gonna start a game dev podcast and hopefully I get sponsored and then I'll meet people. Like I was just like, I'm gonna make games or do something with games.
Yeah.
And now here I am. And then same for my book. This book I've been working on. Well, this story idea was like 5 years in the making. I was gonna make it into a game, but this is before I even decided to make games. This is like just younger me being like, that'd be a cool idea. And then me and my friend talked about it, and then like a year, no, was it last year? Yeah. So it was no, actually 2 years now.
Is this that
beginning of
picture that you
2019.
posted?
Oh yes, that's our main character.
Dude, who drew that? Because that thing was
This guy named
sick.
Dav. This guy named
Bro,
Dav.
that,
Yeah, he's
it
amazing.
was absolutely badass. Like I saw it and I was like, that looks like the coolest video game or whatever it is in the
Yeah,
world.
that's what I wanted to be one day. So that's where we're slowly going. But I was like, okay, I don't have a
Okay.
team because it would be a big like RPG game. So I was like, I don't have a team for that. But what if I wrote the story down? And so that's where the book came out of. And then now I'm like, let me get serious about it because I finished like I'm only my summer semester right now. So I have one class. I'm just taking one class because I did 15 classes in 3 semesters. I'm burnt out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm dead. So I'm like,
You
all
need
right,
some-
I
you
just
need
want
a
to write.
break, yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm just writing, and I bought books about like how to write dialogue because I'm very good at coming up with a story, but like actually writing it where it's good, that's where I need to work on. So I was like, okay, time to learn how to write good dialogue, learn how to write again, time to learn. Just let me go learn a ton of shit and then finish this book because I already have like 100,000 plus words. Like we have an outline, we have a lot of things, and now it's just like, okay, just right now. We already have the main character concept art. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Because before I did it too, I just wrote, and then I was like, okay, I have this mess. We need to fix it up. We fix it up a little bit. It's time to write again, and then I'll give it to people to read. Then we'll go back and then do the whole planning again. Okay, what do we need to fix? What do we need to do a thing? And then just write again. So yeah, there's always like a planning stage. But
That's
even
what's
again, some
up,
of these
dude.
things it's just like this has been 5 years in the making, but it was never my goal. But it was part of my overall vision, which is to inspire people through stories, whether it's me making the story or allowing people to make the stories. Because that's my end goal. I just want to own a studio and have like people make movies, shows, books that just help inspire us to make the right choices. So yeah.
So
And
why-
hopefully one
what-
day that'll lead me. What'd you say?
No, go ahead. One day it'll lead you where?
Because I want to be. So my main end goal is to do something with space, whether it's doing stuff like space stations or just inspiring people to go make stuff because of my stories. But I want to be in space. Like I said, like I'd like to have a space. I want to be in space. Like if I die, I'll be like last dying wish. Put me up in space. Let me just see the Earth from space, a space station, whatever. But that'd be my end goal. Like that's my like huge end goal. Like if I make money making stories, cool. Then I want to make my own space for like business.
You want to go to
and have
space?
corporate enterprises and just have like space stations launching to Mars to help terraform it. Yeah.
Dude. I think about space a lot too. I'm kind of in the same boat when it comes to that. Like the second it's possible, I want to experience it. Let me see this giant ass Earth flying through like just darkness and the sun, dude. Like that'll just be absurd.
Could you imagine too, like even if your life wasn't the way you want it to go, the last thing you see before you die is the planet, and you're like, hey, at least I saw that.
You die in
Can't get
zero
better.
gravity.
Yeah.
That
You're like, fuck it. Life was
that'd be
good.
sick. That'd be sick.
My fascination with like space travel is like the possibility of like intelligent life form in societies and stuff, and like exploring their world and just like learning what they're about and like how like how science and logic works on the planet. You know, like
Just like getting to know them. Yeah, like I hope we're able to merge and be like use the best of both, you know? Or dude, it's just so hard.
What do you mean merge?
I don't, like with other civilizations if they're if we don't find any.
yeah.
Like I hope it's not like
technologies and stuff.
yeah, I hope it's just not like fucking chaos where we're just trying to kill each other. Which maybe it will be like that for a little while and like everyone's like super
I
skeptical.
think so.
It's all about the
It's-
choices we make when we go to fucking talk to them, you know? If some ruler is in charge and he's like, we're going to go down there and show them that we're the boss.
But do they have the
Win every-
technology to do that? I don't think they'd be murdering all of us. Unless they all thought we were just like a game. Like they were like, oh,
What if it
go
was
down
us?
there and practice.
What if we were
But
the
would we?
next
Because
When
we're
you're,
so
like,
nice
that
to other
smart,
people
though.
nowadays. We care about our own planet, the animals.
Yeah. I
We would
think
see them as like,
It's like the smarter that we
care about
get,
the
the
animals?
the better our morals
I
are.
care about the animals.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like if we're like super intelligent, but by the time we're like interplanetary traveling and like they're also super intelligent. Like we probably have pretty good like ethics and morals and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
we probably have a
Oh,
decent idea how to approach.
Yeah.
You know,
By then, I think we'd be advanced enough to be like smart and not be like gorillas and just try to dominate. Because I feel like we
You
do
would
that
think,
now
right?
a lot. I feel like we still are very territorial and like primitive.
yeah.
Oh
Very
yeah,
smart, but we're
100%.
still
It's
very
the whole
like
Israel-Palestine thing,
yeah.
territorial. So
And
once we
it's
have to move past that, like that's why the whole
exactly.
world needs to come unified. Doesn't mean it's all one like giant country, but like
Mhm.
we're all just like, hey, let's not hurt anybody here. If you want to hurt anybody, do it in a game. Let's go explore the universe and not hurt them too, and we can
Yeah.
all peacefully coexist. It's be hard. You have to change everyone's perspective of things
Well, everyone's perspective
and
is
religion,
changing.
because religion divides people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hurdle. We're kind of in the midst of that. I feel like breaking apart a bit, and it's kind of causing some chaos.
I think in the next 100 years, like people will stop believing in God.
In that,
Like-
maybe they won't stop, but they'll like, it'll be more conceptual. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe it
You
won't
think
be
there comes
as
a point when it's just like we're done with that?
no. I think there'll always be people that believe in like a creator and stuff. But I
Yeah.
don't. But I'm saying I don't think they'll cling to a religion or a book or like a specific. You know, like it'll be a concept. Like yeah, there could be a creator, and maybe this is all a gift and blah blah blah. But it won't be as like Jesus died on the cross to save us from our sins. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. It's like just reciting verses. I don't think it'd be like that.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Because like,
we're
because like
nobody
people
mentions it.
people nowadays cling to Christianity because, you know, like we were talking about, they fear. They use fear in Christianity to have people like believe that, you know,
Yeah.
God died on the cross by saying you'll go to
Kind of
hell. You know?
manipulative.
Exactly. You
don't
scare
believe-
little kids
Kinda
into
evil.
believing.
So it's like,
It is
it's
kind
like
of evil.
considering like in the
Yeah, right? Are we
Like
really
in
the
the-
villains turning into heroes? Are we always the villains?
Depends who's looking at us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking at the way we like pollute the world, you could call us villains. But then you
Yeah.
look at the way like we're not doing it necessarily on purpose. Well, kind of are, kind of aren't. We're kind of just ignoring it.
we are, yeah.
It's what we do best.
Yeah, but doesn't that make you kind of a villain? You're just ignoring the problem. I feel like we just have too many problems. We're trying to like fix one at a time.
Well,
There's
that's
just
another
something-
thing too.
Money
People,
over. I feel like it's money that really causes us to be absolutely destructive and ignore like our problems because we're too concerned about money and power.
Yeah, dude, I'm right there on that.
power corrupts.
You
right?
hit it on the head.
Yeah.
Power and money. That's dangerous.
Like, could you imagine having all the money and power to do whatever you want? People listen to you. You can go wherever you want. Like, what does it turn you
No.
into?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you become? What are your choices then? Like, right now we think like, okay, I'd make the right choices. But when you're in a different scenario, your choices are like endless. Are you really gonna choose the right thing when you can choose from a billion other things that are gonna make you feel better instantly?
You should do an experiment where people can choose between like having their loved one saved or having $1 million. And like maybe we should preface the whole experiment where it's like nobody knows they died, only you would know. So, like something like that, and see how many people
Oh my God.
would choose. Like no, seriously. And then like it goes deep down. And, like, damn, would people really care more about like the money, or like probably people would justify like, oh, well, you're gonna break up with me anyways, so I took the money. And it's like, yeah, but
And there's some
you
variables
just
in that
took
too,
someone's
'cause-
life for your own benefit.
Yeah.
And there's some variables
Yeah.
in that too, because like I know some people like, you know, certain family members more than others, and so it's like, you know, yeah, I don't really know them that well. You know, if they died, you know, I don't really care. Give me $1 million.
I think it's just people
You know, so
like
it's like-
like money more than they like actual, real, tangible things. People want
Well,
that piece of paper.
But it's about what the money does for you in our society. Like,
Oh no, I know that, but it's just like, so, like for instance, in that situation, somebody would choose the money over the real life family member, and it's like, it's coming more from a bad place. I do understand that, yeah, money makes freedom, money, but I mean, like, why do we always choose this like weak? I would say the weak side, where it's like you're choosing to do something because it's gonna give you all this freedom, but you ended up taking someone's life, so now you're the villain, even though you didn't actually kill the person. The
Right.
person died because of your choices. And I guess that's
Like,
what happens.
why
a lot
are
of
you
people.
still making that decision?
Yeah, like
even
why
though
do you even have
know
to
it's
think?
bad?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Like, why do you make the bad choice anyway? Just for your own benefit?
yeah. Because then I guess we
Because
all do
is
that
that
in small
is that
ways.
in that case, isn't that choice good for you? It's bad for someone else, but it's good for you
Yeah.
in that situation. Like, if you're still getting $1 million,
Yeah.
you're good. That's a good choice for you. It's just like, if you're trying to be more objective about it, it's not very good.
But that's just a way to justify it.
Yeah,
And you could justify any kind of. Yeah. Well, I killed this person because they didn't like him. They hurt my feelings. I don't know what to tell you.
and that's what they'll say though. They'll
Yeah.
literally say, because that's
Justifying is dangerous too. Danger part is our like well-being. We could literally justify anything. Oh, I didn't work out tonight. Well, my back was hurt. I didn't write my essay. Oh well, right. Like, I don't know. You always justify anything.
Yeah, you can brush it
And
off.
eventually,
Like
you build the habits that like of justifying. That like now you've reached the point where you're not even doing your habits. Now you literally justify. You make excuses for everything. So you have to stop yourself from being yourself to be the better self.
Yeah.
it's almost
the
like
super
you have.
ego. The super ego is like, you know, you need to fucking study, and then like your I think it's your id. Yeah, it's your id. Is like, nah, man, just chill, dude. Like, we can do that tomorrow. Like, go with your emotions, bro. You're an animal. And then your ego is like trying to discern, like it's oscillating between both, and it's like, you know, deciding which one it wants to choose.
Mhm.
And whichever one it did choose, will justify it. It'll be like, oh, my computer was actually down anyways, so or like, oh, the assignment was actually due next week, so I didn't have to do it. And I was like, yeah, technically that's all right, but like, what if it was actually due tomorrow? What if it like, I don't know, it's just like justifying is so scary. So I just like, got on doing some things that I was supposed to do and didn't do. I was like, oh, and it's like it's like convincing yourself not to do what you told yourself to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
It's really good at convincing.
Yeah, you're really gonna convince you, right? Like you choose to be this way, and in yourself is like, no, actually be this way, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
damn.
It's sly, bro.
You guys are going deep right now. Justification of your choices. Like that could be a
That should
slippery
be a whole other
slope.
episode. Yeah,
You shouldn't even need to justify
right?
a
If you're living your
choice.
life
If you make a choice that, but then you get into the whole like good, bad, like a good choice. You don't need to justify because it's good. But who's labeling it as good? Me, you, him? It could be different because everybody judges your choices anyway. So you kind of do need to justify your choice just to like have a defense against somebody trying to
Yeah.
tell you.
Like, here's my reasons why.
Yeah, like someone, you made a good choice, at least you think you did, and then someone comes like, "Why'd you make that choice? That's terrible. Like, you're stupid." And then you have to justify it. It's like, no, like I made it because.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you're right. It's like people justifying working like 40 hours a week but never seeing their family. Like, oh, I'm doing it for them.
Mhm.
You're like, yeah, but maybe you should spend time with them.
Exactly.
But like, I need to work for them, and it's just like, yeah, you're justifying it. You're right, actually, but like, let's look at the other way. It's just all perspective too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
You have to
listening.
choose.
I was just listening to Joe Rogan podcast today, and he was interviewing this guy from Carnegie Mellon. Sorry, I forgot his name, but he's a philosopher, and he researches, or he wrote a book on mental parasites, like basically how the mind can be infected with thoughts and ideas just as bad as the body can be infected with parasites and diseases. And like you start to build an immunity to it, and like when you let bad ideas infect you, like you can transmit those to other people. It could kill, it can basically kill your mind into not even knowing what is real, what choices you should make, what choices you shouldn't make. And then you start justifying those choices with the parasitical thoughts in your head that have infected you from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like this endless
Yeah.
trickle. And yeah.
So how do you cleanse yourself?
I mean, the way he broke it down, he was basically saying that people need to like constantly evaluate and have conversations with the people that they love. So like be open, explain your perspective and how you feel about things with those people, and let them tell you how they feel about it, because that will bring into perspective other viewpoints, and then makes you rethink yours because you trust them, and it's not like this defense battle against somebody random online. You know what I mean? Because if you care about someone like us, when we have a conversation, I'll say how I feel, and if y'all have a different opinion, I value your opinion, so maybe I'll rethink my own perspective and fix that. But if I'm talking with a bunch
Smart
of other
people do.
people who are like, yeah, a bunch of other people who are like racist or something, then me trying to explain that racism is bad is not going to go anywhere, because they all believe in racism. You know what I'm saying? It's like the people you're around, the choices you make, how you justify
Maybe you can
them.
help them see, like that one guy who joined the KKK just to like be around them and show them that he's not a bad person. It was a black dude. He was
Yeah,
just
I
like,
heard
"What's
about
up?" Yeah. And then the guy eventually resigned. It was like, you know what? I was wrong.
that. Good for
And this guy
him.
was just like big on the whole. He was just like, nope, they're inferior, this and that. And then one day he was like, no, he was right. We're all equal. I was like, damn.
That's
That took
big.
him like I think
That's
10 a
big
long
to
time.
say. Yeah. To be able
But
to
not
like
everybody
admit
can do
you're
that. Or maybe
wrong.
they can. It just takes hard work, and not everybody's able to do that for people.
Yeah.
Like you
And
literally have to
Mason,
show the person a new paradigm.
Mason, when you say like value someone's opinion, like it could just be, it could be someone not so much random, but someone that you kind of know through like social media or like from the internet or something,
Mm-hmm.
but you still value their, like Elon Musk or something, and
Yeah.
like
You don't
that
have to like know
like
them. You don't have
feedback.
to love them or like grow
Yeah.
up with them. Someone who you trust, and like, and you can have a conversation that isn't egotistical, that you're not trying to be better than them, which you shouldn't be in really any conversation. But you know, when you're in like, if you're in public and you run into somebody random, if some random guy tells me, you know, technology is not the future, blah blah blah, I'm gonna sit there and be like, bro, I'm not gonna listen to what you have to say. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But if somebody who is also a tech guy who I trust and like is knowledgeable says, no, the tech's not the future, like this is, it makes me reevaluate versus just some random guy saying it.
I think that's how we kind of discern right from wrong, is by like collaboration, understanding the other side, understanding different perspectives. That leads us to like a more universal or like a more accurate answer. Like it's not like 100% correct, but like, you know, the more that we you know, outsource information, like connect and like collaborate,
Mm-hmm.
the more that we like, you know, get
The
a
more that
better.
we're interacting, yeah.
Like if more, it's almost like the majority wins in a way. Also, kind of, it's like if most people think that this is a, you know, a more reliable route to go, it's usually like it's more likely to be like the best route to go.
Yeah. Depending, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like if you've gotten the masses to adopt it, then most likely, you know, more than likely, more than often, you know, that's the better decision to make. So,
And
anyway.
there's also always like underground, you know, masterminds who like discover something and like, you know, it's like, oh shit, this is actually a better way to go, and he has to convince other people, and people have to see like the merit in that new way of thinking, for it to like gain ground and gain more you know, advocates for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and think about how he does it. Like he makes a choice, he or she makes a choice and has like so many conversations with people and explains to them like what he's trying to do, you know, his perspective, gets feedback, corrects his own opinion, gives more you know what I'm saying? It's a constant like feedback loop. And then eventually people start, you know, falling in line.
But then you think about like Hitler and like how he took over, and it's like he got so many people, but did they really believe and like was okay with what he was doing, you know? And I don't think they were, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was like influence. It was
I feel like he took advantage. He took
propaganda.
advantage of like a weak society. Not to say like
Hard
Germans
times.
are weak. It was really difficult back then. Yeah, like they were really struggling financially. There was like famine. They were hungry. They were
Yeah.
like things were not good, and like
And so
people
then
had
he
a lot of
came in and was like,
animosity.
yeah, it's these people's fault. Let's blame the Jews.
And second,
They
he could
stole our land. Let's go take our land back. And everybody was like, yeah, sure. And then you get to a point where there's mass murder. And it's just like, how can we make sure it never happens again? Because with social media, you have the ability to, understand more, but you also have the ability to control more people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's
And
scary.
that's another point that that the guy from the philosopher from Joe Rogan was saying. He's like, well, actually, Joe Rogan himself, he was saying that the like social media is huge in terms of getting a bunch of people to interact with each other and know what's going on. But at the same time, people are not themselves and they don't have genuine conversation with each other. Like if Victor and I met online and he said like, haha, you suck, dude, like I hate you, and I'd be like, no, fuck you, bro, like seriously, and then we get into an argument because it's like everything's just kind of misconstrued, or we just shoot out whatever we want to say because I know you're not going to come to my house and
We don't know
me.
each other either on top of that.
Yeah. But then if me and you were to run into each other, the odds that you would call me out on something, rude that I did is very low. You probably just wipe it off and say like, all right, like me and him didn't really vibe. He kind of said that messed up thing, but like whatever. And you just walk away. But online, you're more likely to like instigate and be like, nah, dude, I can't believe you said that one time, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, just a whole
Let's
different,
talk about how
whole different vibe.
messed. Yeah, you can also talk about people will say things that are just like, what? Like people will be like, I'm gonna go to your house and kill you, and your mom should die, everybody should die. And there's a lot of people who do that for something they don't like. Like a movie comes out and they made a change in like a politician does something. People, the thousands, will just reply something so disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's like, who are you people? What? Like, how do you have time for that? And like that's kind of scary to think. A lot of people instantly like, we should kill this person or that person should die. And it's like, so are you the type of people that somebody says, hey, this person, even if they didn't, made this country fail, they would be like, yeah, kill them, and they would watch it? Are those the type of people that like enjoy those old shows where people would just do the hangings and they come and watch? Like, I don't think I ever would want to watch a hanging, but people used to do that. People used to gather, get their freaking ale, and just be like, yo, look at him, bastard, he's dying today. And it's like, why are we so into that? Like, I remember at one point, I think Romans or whatever, they used to have like prostitutes come out naked or whatever into the arena. People would watch them all, and then they would send the lions to eat them up. It's like you really are so like into pleasure that you get kind of sadistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I heard about that one time from a Jordan Peterson thing. I was like, oh wow, that's how you go to hell. You get so into pleasure that you like, yeah.
What was it about you said that they bring prostitutes or something?
Yes, I guess they were so into just like pleasure. They were like, okay, let's get beautiful women and then let's have them get mauled by tigers. That's just their enjoyment. Yeah. That's what they enjoyed back then, was seeing beautiful women and seeing them get eaten alive by tigers. And it's just like, what? Like, what? Why was that the norm? And then even nowadays, like our culture, we love like violent stuff, which is fine because it's in our nature. But it's just like, I don't know. As you start to see it with our minds that we have now, it's just like it's kind of barbaric.
It's like a dopamine craving. It's almost like if you watch too much porn, you'll start being crazy with porn. It's like.
Yeah. It's like that's also wild. I think you start watching shit you don't even like because you get bored.
Yeah, it's never enough. It's never enough.
People stay in relationships
they
forever.
love violence and
they do anything forever. I think if we get bored, why? Like, technically, being with someone forever should never really work, but it does, and it usually doesn't for the good reasons. A lot of people are unhappily married. This one guy was telling me, he's like, yeah, we don't even like each other. She sleeps on her side, I sleep on my side. We don't talk. We never like interact. We don't hug. She's just there for the rest of the time because it's too expensive to get a divorce or something. I'm like, fuck.
So you know
what? I mean, that's his decision, bro.
I mean, I know that, yeah, but still, it's just like people literally like get stuck in hell and stay there forever.
So you know what I've been noticing is like,
it's a fact.
It's kind of on topic, but I noticed that like younger generations are are like wanting like marriage less. I'm sure it's been like a topic on something, but like they're wanting less marriage and like, you know, no babies and stuff. And it almost seems like that's kind of where the people are like gearing towards, like as far as like younger generations, you know, they're coming up. Like I've had like a few conversations with like younger people, just because like I talk to everybody, and if we get on the topic of like babies and family and stuff, they're all just like not about it. And they're like, you know, they're coming up, they're like 17, 18, 19-year-olds, and they're like,
Mhm.
You think we're gonna move to a
yeah,
society
no.
where everybody will just like stay young forever, not have kids, and just party for
Yeah,
the rest
it's
of
like-
eternity? Because I
It'd
watched
be a
School
bunch of
Love, Death
I mean,
fools,
that's
bro.
even happening in our generation too, like
Yeah.
23, 24, 25, 26-year-olds, you know. Like we're like, even a lot of us are like, yeah, fuck having kids. But there's still a good handful of us that are like, yeah, I want a family. But
Mhm.
I don't know, younger people are like, yeah, fuck that.
Kind of depends on like the stage in life. Like everyone like pictures themselves at a certain point in life when they're ready for something like that, or it's either you don't want it at all for sure, or you picture a moment in time when you would be ready to do that, like get married, have kids, have that whole
Yeah.
kind of life. But like
I
if
think
you're
it's
not
rushed
even
upon
close to
people, though.
that, what's up?
I feel like it's rushed upon people. Like people expect to get married like 25, 26,
Well, I mean, we're
have
growing
kids
out
by
of
then.
that. They used to do it at
Which
like
is good, yeah, I'm
13,
glad.
14 years old, bro. Like people were just like
Yeah.
getting married, having kids,
It's
like
like
super
get married when
young.
you want, give kids when you want. Stop putting these time limits. And it's like I know people want to see their grandkids, but it's like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
What about you guys? Did you guys want to like? Were you guys
I want 6
wanting
kids.
to like?
Right now,
Like,
not
you
anytime
guys
soon,
wanted
though.
to like have a family and stuff when you were like 18, 17, were you ever like, yeah, I'll eventually have a family? Like that's kind of what I probably
just not.
want.
No.
Yeah, without a doubt
But just
for me.
not, of course. But,
Yeah, I mean, it was always just like not anytime soon, but
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but like for sure, I wanted at least like 2 kids and probably 3. I don't know, we'll see. Just play by ear.
I think I'm gonna like do an experiment. I think I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna do a video experiment and like ask younger generations, because I don't know, it's just something that I've been like kind of noticing, but I don't know if it's just a numbers thing. But I kind of just want to know, because I know like there's been less marriage according to statistics. There's like less marriage going on. People are dating for shorter amounts of time. Just all like this, you know, like less monogamous things like going on lately. So I don't know if it's like biology or the there's just like the evolution of, you know, humanity or something.
Yeah, I think it's
So I don't know if
changing.
it's like a myth or if it's like a legit thing that's happening. You know.
That'd be cool. You should do it. Next gen, like real life edition, interviewing people.
Next
You
gen.
should get the mic with the thing that says NGR with the logo. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it, bro.
That'd be cool.
I'll come out with you.
Let's do it. I mean, you'll be here for a while.
I'll be there for 3 weeks. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
96.9% of 15 to 19-year-olds do not have children. 20 to 24-year-olds, 78% of them do not. And then you hit 25 to 29, and 50% of them do. And then after
Wow.
that, it just gets lower and lower. There's still 15% of women that do not have children at the age of 45 to 50.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, look at that. That's more than I thought.
You never know. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we
Well,
did a
shit,
good episode
guys.
today.
Yeah, we gotta make some good choices, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Make
Justify
good
them
choices.
properly. Don't get your ego in it, and just live, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Live and let live. Yeah.
See what happens. Ride the waves, man.
Ride the waves.
Till they crash and burn and you die.
No. Fucking dare you.
Honestly, I think like it is what it is. It's like just live life and like enjoy it because everyone reaches the same fate, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
no getting out of it. So
And if you live your life like walking on eggshells and, you know, being anxious and scared to make a choice or do something wrong or right, you know, like just worrying, your life is already worse than if you just made a choice and gone with it, like whatever, and then just changed it later. So make choices.
Welcome back to Earth. I hope you've enjoyed your journey.